Well, hello, good day and welcome to another burst of holiday inspiration from the team here at CruiseAway. Wonderful to have you with us. It's Derek and Joe welcoming you on a wonderful, fully packed show of adventure, dining heaven. And the drinks are all part of this holiday in this show as we focus on all-inclusive holidays.
Absolutely. It's two magic words in the cruise industry, all-inclusive, and having a drinks package as part of the offer means you can enjoy your break knowing that you don't have that bill to have to keep an eye on, which is brilliant. After all, it's your holiday and it should be full of cheer, and that cheer should be part of the deal as well. So in this show, it's a host of different cruise opportunities coming your way, from ultra-luxury Azamara in Japan for April, maybe getting away for New Year with a Bali stay, followed by a 5-star cruise with celebrity maybe, with the drinks and Wi-Fi all part of the brilliant CruiseAway price.
Talking about price, something we pride ourselves on here at CruiseAway is our amazing relationship with the big cruise lines. So let's start with an offer where the price is exclusive to us. Now, this one is a bit of a late deal, actually, for February the 25th, and it's a 17-night cruise close to home on the incredible 5-star new luxury Celebrity Edge. There she is. Now, this is a class we here at CruiseAway are very familiar with, having ventured onto the Edge and the Beyond, the sister ship, and they're extraordinary vessels, aren't they, Derek?
Oh, they are so beautiful. I mean, just walking through from one area of the ship to the other is just a real joy. You can see the work of some of the world's biggest design names. Basically, Celebrity collaborated with some big worldwide designers and kind of said, right, we're looking to do something new.
Yep.
There is pen, there is paper, there is a almost infinite budget. I mean, honestly, they spend a lot of money bringing these ships to the sea. And you can see a new designer edge has really worked its magic on these ships.
They were designed in 3D as well, and you get that air everywhere you go with these wonderful interactive spaces, these incredibly, accurate details in every single area of the ship, something different. You have beautiful artwork. It's about the low-key lighting. It's not ostentatious and bright. It's about these beautifully thought out spaces. You really feel like you're in a top quality boutique hotel in Dubai, Sydney, London, New York. You could be anywhere in the world, but the fact is you are in a floating away from, home away from home, floating vacation resort when you're on a cruise. That's the incredible thing.
Yeah, and the whole thing really just feels like effortless. Yeah. Everything is so smart, so beautiful, everywhere you look. It's not just one part. It's not just one specialty restaurant that is where everyone homes to because that's the place to be. It is the whole ship. Even when you are in the variety of main dining restaurants that are on board Celebrity Edge, they are all different. They all offer something different. If you're just going for, the buffet on board is far from a buffet. It just has so many different choices, and again, it's all at that kind of elevated level. Spaces like this, the rooftop garden grill,
my favourite.
Really relaxing. Yeah. You're up there in the real planting there. There's lovely, soft music playing during the day. Sometimes DJ, sometimes live performers.
It's that Ibiza chill. It's that Bondi vibe. You really do feel like you're in a luxury beach club in the south of France at some points. It's magical. Eden is an incredible space, and it does literally feel like the Garden of Eden with cocktails to match. They tailor-make the cocktail menu to match the spaces on the ship as well. And the theatre, my goodness, the installations on this ship, I've never seen anything quite like it at sea, having worked on ships for 20 years. They just take it to the very next level. It's like you have, Vegas, Broadway, West End, Sydney Entertainment District, everything combined. It's incredible. And then at night you have this great atrium show with the beautiful cocktail bar. It lights up. Then we're cruising out of Sydney. First stop is the Whitsundays Airlie Beach, where you can visit Heart Reef by plane, by boat, by kayak, by jet ski, snorkel. Whatever takes your fancy to see one of the most iconic natural wonders on earth. Then we have an overnight overnight in Cairns, and that's a lovely place if you haven't ventured up to Cairns before. Lovely place to spend an overnight because they have a great, night market right there on the beach. You can go and see after dark in the Daintree rainforest. Then we're into Port Douglas, and this is the gateway to, again, more snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef or Whitsundays or the Kuranda Scenic Railway, which is amazing. If you want to see some native artwork, the cultural park there is brilliant too. Then we're scenic cruising around Willis Island, which is an uninhibited, tiny little island full of gorgeous little penguins and natural wildlife, and you'll just be snapping pics at every turn on this wonderful scenic sail. Brisbane's up next, and this might be your home city, and I love the fact you might be close, cruising close to home or far away from home, but there's always new things to explore, even if it's your hometown. Australia Zoo, of course, right there, the Koala Sanctuary. We're back into Sydney for the day. I know, and again, it's the novelty sometimes, even if it's your home port, home city, of being there on a ship and then set sailing somewhere else. But of course, for anyone who's maybe not been to Sydney or not been in a while, so much to offer. Then we're into Eden, which is incredible, New South Wales, of course, and it has the beautiful Ben Boyd Tower. There's also a brilliant killer whale museum there. Highly recommend that. So interesting. An overnight in Hobart. I've never visited the Apple Isle myself, being so close to it. It's just it's one of those things we might not think to do, even though it's on our doorstep. And beautiful, enigmatic, arty culture, great coffee. I hear only good things about Tasmania. We're back into Sydney, strolling off the ship. Maybe Sydney, you live in Sydney or Melbourne, so it's so close to home. Brisbane, not too far away. Or speak to our team about national flights if you're over on West Coast, because we can tack them on to your adventure, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. This is a late opportunity, though, so we've got some of the last places available on this cruise, and we've got them at an exclusive Cruiseway price for you as well, which is really, really good news. Goes in February. 17 nights of cruising on Celebrity Edge, and she really is so smart. Remember, this show is all about being all-inclusive as well. So your classic drinks package is included in the offer. Also, while you're on board, if you've got your gadget, your tablet, your smartphone with you, you're connected to the Wi-Fi right the way through the cruise, which is brilliant. And you're cruising up to the reef ports, of course, with your overnight in Cairns, onto Willis Island, which is so adorable, and Brisbane as well. Call back into Sydney and then on to Eden, and that overnight in Hobart as well. So a nice mixed itinerary through this one. So let's see our exclusive Cruiseway price tag then, and these are the last chances on this cruise. 3799 right now. If you want to take advantage on this, if you're thinking right now, you know what, I need something to look forward to in the new year. The new year is not that far away if you think about it. This goes in February. We have got that exclusive pricing on it as well. Take advantage of that while you can. And if you've got any questions whatsoever, speak to the team on 1300 408 765 and we can answer any questions. Now, if you do want to upgrade on the cruise as well, you've already got that exclusive price on the inside. There are your prices for Ocean View and indeed for the balcony as well. It's a lovely cruise actually, really, really nice. And bear in mind when you're looking at your upgrade prices, that price is over a 17-night cruise. So, I mean, that's pretty good value for money if you think about it. And we have got your exclusive price tag. You can put a low deposit now to secure your place because, as I say, we're looking at the last places on this cruise as well. So $500 each today as a deposit will secure it for you. 1300 408 765 is our telephone number to call. Remember, we are completely and utterly toll free. Now, listen, so many of you get in touch with us. So many of you are also happening across us here on Gecko as well. You're sitting there in the afternoon flicking through the channels, you're thinking, oh, this is different, and we talk all about holidays, but maybe you've never booked a holiday with us before. Here's why so many people do.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with Cruiseway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. Cruiseaway, you know you want to.
Brilliant, and that's an incentive to get booking if there wasn't one already.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all about us and what we do here at Cruiseaway. And quite apart from the cruises that we feature in this show, and of course we're here every day, 1 and 4 in the afternoon here on Gecko, there are about 9,000 something different cruises on our website as well.
There we go.
So if you're looking for something in a few weeks' time, we've got it. If you're looking for something in a year and a half's time, we've got it as well. Looking for a world cruise, we've got it as well. You can seek it out on our website, cruiseaway.com.au, or of course just give our team a call and we'll do all of the hard work for you. Right, we're talking all inclusive, so inclusive, that's not even a word,
like
is it?
all inclusive, but better.
Inclusive.
Yes.
That's cruise inclusive together, isn't it? Inclusive. There's a good one. Is it? Talk to the marketing people about that.
Speak to Oxford Dictionary.
I want a share of the profits. Sticking with celebrity cruises and all-inclusive, offer number 2 is also all-inclusive, and it's New Year in Bali and a cruise to Singapore as well over 20 nights.
Yes, thank you very much.
Nice. And this comes up soon as well because we're talking this New Year. So 30th of December is just a few weeks to go. So let's fly from Sydney over to Denpasar in Bali. And you know what that means? 5 relaxing nights of sheer heaven.
Let's take a breath. Let's breathe. Let's be all zen. This will be your New Year's Eve celebration, actually.
I can think of worse.
I know, right? So you're heading over on the 30th. You're going to have the New Year's Eve in Bali. There'll be fireworks. There's bound to be fireworks on all kinds of beaches all over Bali, and so many exciting New Year opportunities. Whether you like to party or whether you just like to be zen and relaxed and do some soul searching on New Year's Eve, or head up to Uluwatu Temple for a grand New Year's Eve cultural dance spectacular. My word, I can't think of a more perfect place. In fact, it's making me want to look online now and book my New Year's stay to Bali.
What a place to work out your resolutions for the new year, hey?
Yes.
Before you go cruising.
Before you go cruising. So after your New Year's stay, starting the new year in style in 2024 on board the fabulous Celebrity Millennium.
Oh, now, Joe, I've just spotted a fly in the ointment here.
Right.
One of your resolutions cannot be dry January because your classic drinks package is included in your offer.
That being said, Derek, I have to say, if you don't drink, or if you're travelling with the kiddos, they do brilliant mocktails. That means all of your water, all of your sodas, all of your coffees, all of your... Listen to me, listen.
You're so good.
This is important. All of your hot chocolates. These are all things that cost... Right, OK.
That's true.
$5 a bottle for a bottle of water.
Yeah, true.
Your coffee's going to be $5.
Very true.
All of this adds up, right?
Do you know what?
I'm putting this into perspective because I know, not everybody drinks, so,
No, true. You're like our life guru right now, aren't you? She's sorting us out for 2024. We're going to be new people in 2024.
Exactly. I have to take my own advice, though, won't I?
Listen, you can also have, as you can see, plenty of healthy options in terms of your dining on board as well. So let's run with that theme, shall we? So we're not drinking, and we're going to have the healthiest of options in all of the restaurants.
I mean, you can actually go on Celebrity. You can go into the solarium on board, and they actually do like fresh juices. They have fresh salad. You know, you've got like a spa menu in the restaurant too, but they have a special curated area for healthy eaters inside. Okay, maybe not for Mr. P, but for everybody else that likes a salad.
Do you know what? I'm feeling a stone lighter already.
Yes, I know. And then there's the ice top bar. There's a cafe back here. Now this is where it all goes wrong, though.
Yeah, you could not walk past that without stopping.
Yeah.
Those cakes and the gelato and the coffees, they are irresistible.
Well, can I just say, when you're on board a ship, it is like being in a 6-star hotel because you have got a baker, someone who's dedicated to baking all of that beautiful bread every day holiday for you. Someone that's dedicated to making the fresh gelato, someone that's dedicated to really spoiling you in the culinary sense.
And listen, you can have a cheat day even if you're being good, can't you?
Yes.
Let's go on the cruise then, shall we? 12 nights, all inclusive.
12 nights. We're heading straight into Lombok, which is the unspoilt paradise archipelago off of Bali. There's lots of lovely islands called the Gili Islands. This is one of them. Sit and enjoy a dragon fruit cocktail on the beach. Alcohol or no alcohol, you decide, and nice. Take a stroll. Selakan Bawang, this is Bali, but it's northern Bali. So this is actually a great stopping off point to go and visit the Pura Tanalot or the Uluwatu temples, which are both amazing. Also the paddy field to take a stroll through. Kuala Lumpur is the Malaysian capital, and it awaits us next for absolutely you have got to take photos at the Petronas Towers. They're iconic. KLCC Park as well with a glass floor gives you amazing view over the city. Then we're into Penang, Malaysia for, again, Temple City. If you love, ancient culture, this is the port for you. But they have so much incredible natural beauty as well. The habitat at Penang Hill, for example. Langkawi is going to be where you can go and see the mangroves. I think that's a very unique experience. Maybe head to the Rice Museum. May sound a little bit humdrum to you and I, but actually it's super interesting to learn about the lifeblood of the people here. Then we've got an overnight in paradise in Phuket. One thing I did in Thailand, which I loved, was visiting an elephant sanctuary, and these creatures are just amazing. The temples are great there, but the beaches are paradisical in Thailand. They really are. Cruising into Singapore, the gateway to the east, the Garden City, for 2 fabulous nights. Now, when you're here in Singapore, it would be rude not to shop till you drop, because they're known for it. Tax and duty-free haven. Orchard Road has all the luxury brands, but then you can also head to the markets to do a bit of bartering. Maybe you're going to head to a Buddhist temple, light some incense and feel zen, or you're going to go to the gardens, the beautiful botanical gardens. But there's no wrong way to spend 2 days in Singapore. It's got so much to offer. This is why Australians love coming back time and time again. And of course, it is that stopping off point between Australasia and Europe. So, you might have already visited, but if not, 2 days, then we send you back home. Flights are included end to end. What a way to start the new year. You've got, of course, a mini break in Bali for 5 days. Then you're heading on board the cruise, enjoying everything the cruise has to offer before heading back to Sydney from Singapore, all included after a mini break in Singapore. And you get to spend New Year away. Amazing.
Well, I tell you what, I think we should rename this offer A Brand New You in 24. Don't you think? Because this feels like a mindful, zen, very pure, very healthy, a nice gateway into a brand new year. Wow, so much relaxation. This could be so good for you, couldn't it, potentially? I mean, holidays are good for you anyway, aren't they, right? I'm no doctor, but, holidays are good for you. We need them, right? We feed from them. We get our energy from them. We reset on our holidays. And this is an incredible one. Remember, you leave just before the new year. You fly off to Bali from Sydney. You've got 5 nights there to see in the brand new year, to see in 2024, to make your resolutions and maybe break them before you get back onto the cruise a few days later. Who knows? Maybe just to have time to just switch off, chill out, relax, get off the grid. Get off the gadgets and the phones and just escape. Have a real holiday. And then, of course, you've got even more. You've got 12 nights of wonderful, luxurious, luxury cruising with celebrity. And you're cruising around Indonesia, onto the overnight in Phuket in Thailand. Now, that's going to be an interesting couple of days. The cruise, remember, should you choose to take up the challenge, has the classic drinks package included, which, as Joe quite rightly points out, means soft drinks as well as alcoholic drinks. And you've got Wi-Fi to keep in touch and to check out the Celebrity app, find out everything that's going on the cruise through the whole cruise. You end the cruise back in Singapore, or in Singapore, should I say. And then we have 2 nights in a hotel there. And then, of course, so everything is nicely paced as well. There's no rushing around. And then you've got your flight back to Sydney. It sounds like a nice way to start a brand new year. Let's have a look at our price tag, shall we? Let's stop dreaming, let's start making it happen. I think actually in the last couple of years, when it's come to holidays, we've been taking much bigger steps in our holidays. We've been upgrading ourselves to something that little bit better than we normally do. We're treating ourselves, we're treating each day like it's the best day ever. And each holiday like it's going to be the best holiday ever. Well, sounds pretty good, and it's a pretty good price as well if you think about it. Now, if you want to upgrade the experience on the cruise, remember you're already all-inclusive. You've got your ocean view and balcony prices there for you. If you need to know anything else, then just give our team a call. Remember, it's free to call us, 1300 408 765. Some amazing opportunities, and that's coming up, in the coming weeks. We're not far away from the end of this year.
No.
It's later than you think.
It's looming.
It is, but that's good because that's exciting because you can start thinking about what your plans are for the new year. You can start writing down some resolutions and just some plans, mapping things out, things you'll do, things you'll see, things you'll achieve. And you can do that while you're on a beach in Bali.
Oh,
sounds all right to me.
You can.
Sounds very nice to me. But anyway, back to reality, everyone. But let's carry on talking about all-inclusive. This time we're talking Azamara. Azamara are such the most beautiful luxury cruise line, and we're taking to Japan, Vietnam, and Singapore, should I say, with all-inclusive cruising. I think I need new teeth for the new year. 20 nights all told.
Get me some as well.
Yeah, starts on the 16th of April next year, and we're flying over to Tokyo first in Japan. We've got 2 nights there in a hotel in the capital. How wonderful.
In the capital and one of the most vibrant cities on earth, Tokyo. Wow, what a city. So many people aspire to visit Tokyo, and it has just a wealth of old and new to offer. Incredible Shingon shrines, Shinto shrines, and Buddhist shrines all over, but also you have got the new, the big bright lights of the Shibuya crossing, great intriguing cafes around every corner. Then it's time to cruise and embark the Azamara journey for 15 nights. Now, this is all-inclusive cruising, but it's cruising at a different level. I want you to think of this not as a regular cruise ship, because it's anything but. It is a large yacht, essentially. That's what it feels like when you're on Azamara. It is the name dictates. It is a club. You feel very much like you're in a private members club when you're on an Azamara ship. There's lots more spaces on board to explore and enjoy. It doesn't feel crowded. You don't feel rushed. You have exceptional service. It's almost 2-to-1 ratio, I think. A passenger to server to guest relations expert, whoever's helping you out when you're on board.
And do you know the difference that makes as well? And I've been on a couple of cruises like this. The difference that makes, you might think, okay, big deal. So there's more crew to less staff. What does that mean? It means that when you have a conversation with somebody at the bar, behind the bar, they've got time to talk to you.
Yeah.
And they're not rushing off. I'm sorry, madam, I have to go and serve over here. Yeah. You actually get to meet them and really kind of get to know them as well, because from this cruise line, from Azamara, they are recruiting from some of the biggest and well-known hotels around the world and, establishments. So you're talking about a different calibre of person on board as well. And it's as much about the passengers that are on board these kind of cruises as well, because these are people that like the very best of everything. And so by default, they are fascinating people with a story to tell.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's the joy of a cruise like this as well. Plus, it stays longer in port, goes to ports that not all the big ships can go into. And you just feel a lot more cared for while you're on board.
You do, and you have lots of extras as well, such as laundry that you can use. You have your port shuttle service. You have your drinks included. So let's see where we're off to. Well, we're cruising out of the port for Tokyo, and Osaka is our first port. We have an overnight in the cultural and artistic capital of Japan, which gives you an ample amount of time to enjoy it daytime and nighttime. And of course, speak to your shore excursions team about night excursions too. Koshi greets us next for the beautifully imposing Kochi Castle and the incredible Shinto shrines. So this is, for so many people, this is why they visit Japan, for these incredible shrines and thousands of years of history. But Taiwan is on your itinerary next. How exciting. Not only can you visit the beautiful Taipei 101, but there's also shrines, abounding, and incredible, places, viewpoints around the city to view the lovely nature. Hong Kong, China is next, and this is one of the most sort of exciting and bustly cities on your itinerary. They even have a Disneyland that you can visit, by the way. Make sure you head on the Star Ferry if you can up to Victoria Peak. That is the best views of the city. Then we're on into Chiang Vietnam. I'm loving that you get so much of a taste of the East on this trip. Hoi An and the Imperial Citadel are places to visit here, amidst many others, and it is also a lovely seaside resort. Then we have an overnight Ho Chi Minh, which is of course the city that was once known as Saigon, where you can actually go and visit the Cu Chi tunnels and the Mekong Delta, and also maybe do a traditional cooking class and market visit. Then we get off the ship in Singapore. We have a 2-night hotel stay in the beautiful Garden City. There is your National Orchid Garden. You have got to see it. It is awash with some of the rarest orchid species on the planet, and an amazing place. UNESCO World Heritage Site. There's the incredible gardens by the bay. There's Orchard Road for fantastic shopping. Singapore Zoo, one of the best places I've ever visited in my life. An incredible zoo. And then we're going to be flying you back to Sydney. And of course, not only do you have that lovely stay in, an initial stay in Tokyo, but you've got this great cruise showing you flavours of the East in many different destinations. Stay in Singapore, then we fly you back home to Sydney, Australia.
And if you like the sound of it, this is the ultimate treat for April. And I do mean the April that is coming next. Do you know what I mean? It's not that far away. Your flight from Sydney over to Tokyo is included 2 nights in a hotel there to enjoy the city, and then you've got the ultimate in service sophistication and included luxury with Azamara on the journey on a relaxing cruise of Japan, including that overnight in Osaka, onto Taiwan, Hong Kong and Vietnam, including overnight in Ho Chi Minh City. And we finished the cruise in Singapore and stay there in a hotel for 2 nights. That's also included, and the flight back to Sydney. Oh my word, this is worth grabbing hold of, because this is the ultimate in luxury. When it comes to the luxury cruise lines, where so much is part of your cruise fare, more space for everyone on board the ship, more drinks and inclusions, and so much. Honestly, that is an incredible price tag. It should be a lot more. Here's the details if you would like to upgrade on this, in terms of ocean view and indeed suite offering on board. So much is included in that cruise fare. I only wish we had a little bit longer to talk about, because there is a whole list of perks and inclusions that come as standard as part of an Azamara cruise. You might also find on that cruise as well that there is something called an Azamazing Evening, which is a really bespoke event which happens either on board the ship or in one of the locations that you cruise to as well. If you want to know more about that, then again, speak to the team when you're booking. 1300 408 765 is our toll-free telephone line. It's amazing. Honestly, all-inclusive cruises are phenomenal, because it takes a lot of the worry and a lot of the question mark as to how much will the holiday actually be at the end. You know, it takes a lot of that out of the equation, and there are many more of those on our website as well. Check out cruiseaway.com.au and you'll find many more all-inclusive cruises there.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to explore what we have on offer, because
oh my word,
it is an absolute wonderland, like an Aladdin's cave of treats. Once once a certain brand, once you pop, you can't stop. Well, it's like that with our cruise itineraries. Get looking and have a see what suits you. Speak to our amazing team, and they can tailor make your adventure just the way you like it as well.
Absolutely. See you very soon back here for more. Bye-bye.
Catch you.